Hey, it is time to welcome in Matthew Archbold to find out what is on his mind. And I want to begin with this. My goodness, when you open Creative Minority Report, there's always such a plethora of things to look at. But this one caught my eye, and I read it. I absolutely love it. AI to release encyclical De Servo Humano to counter Pope. I mean, Matthew, what are you doing? I mean,
Brilliant.
how in the world do you come up with this stuff? But absolutely fabulous. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Thanks for having me.
It's good to be with you.
What's your favorite story this week, Matthew? Do you have a favorite, or are they like children? You like them all. I can't decide.
I never said that about my children. I've never said that.
He's very honest.
I usually start my speeches saying I have 4 wonderful children and a son.
I love it.
Good, yeah.
Keep him humble.
He really likes that too. He gets a kick out of that.
Yeah, good for him. He has your humor. That's good.
But I do have this is great. The New York Times is worried that we are re-enchanting the world. This is just hilarious. They're worried that we're turning our backs on materialism and science and that we're re-enchanting the world. Selling us UFOs, UAPs, and aliens every chance they get. You know what I mean? These are the same people who are doing that, but we're supposed to just believe the science all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think it would be wonderful to return to the Middle Ages? Because you said great. So I wondered.
You know, it's so funny. You know, they call it the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's just, why do they call it the Dark Ages? It's because most people believed in the church. You know, it's when universities began. It's when hospitals began, run by the church. Does that seem that bad? But no, because the Enlightenment has to enlighten something, so therefore they called it, then it's the Dark Ages. That's what we're going to call that, because it was before the Great Enlightenment, which was essentially the Protestant Reformation writ large.
Yeah.
I wanted to jump into another story that just absolutely fabulously written, but also the thought behind it. Tenderness detached from God leads to the gas chamber. Circle back to or connected to Flannery O'Connor, but just absolutely fantastic thoughts on that.
Yeah, that it blew me away. I saw that recently. It's fun because a lot of stuff. I read most of Flannery O'Connor, but now my daughter is reading. She comes to me with these quotes now, and I'm like, I don't remember anything. Like, I've come to the conclusion. Like, she brings me books I've read like last year, and she's like, "Did you see this quote?" I'm like, "I've never seen that before in my life."
I read the book last year.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
She brought me that quote, and it blew me away. And I was like, I know I've read it. I must read that book, but I just have no recollection. But the quote is, "In the absence of faith now, we govern by tenderness. It is a tenderness which, long cut off from the person of Christ, is wrapped in theory. When tenderness is detached from the source of tenderness, its logical outcome is terror. It ends in forced labor camps and in the fumes of the gas chamber."
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You know,
you see it now, even now with, not to get too dark, but, you know, you brought up Flannery O'Connor, you're going to get the dark. That's the deal. But you see it now, even with the argument over gender. You know, if you don't agree with them, that's violence. And that, you know, that soon will be an arrestable thing. You see it now with abortion. You know, I want to bring of this poor child. So therefore, I'm going to do the merciful thing. You see it even with people who are getting older. You know, we want to give them some respect. We want to give them dignity. We want to give them, you know, a nice way off. So we're going to send them off. You see how insidious this quote-unquote tenderness really is, because it's not tenderness at all. No. It's a masquerade.
Yeah, and I think there's so many forces at work in this whole thing. I've been interviewing some women who write on the beginning of the feminist movement and what was all involved, and how a lot of these women were involved in the occult, and you know, stuff that I never knew. So I was quite anxious to read those things. So I think all of those kinds of things have been at work, and we really do kind of almost have a feminized culture in a way. We've lost, you know, the masculine, what kind of that sense of objectivity. Everything is kind of wrapped up in feelings and emotions, and we get into trouble when we're there. We don't know how to balance it.
Absolutely. A lot of this has to do with men not standing up and doing their job. Dave and Ron are, of course, the obvious examples.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the exception, but okay.
Okay. Yeah. Exception to the rule. Well, you're the fearless leader,
I can't
Matthew.
go a whole interview without, you know, just reaching out and clapping at you guys.
I was sitting here pretty comfortably. You know, but when I was reading that particular story, Matthew, I was just thinking about Jesus said there'll come a time when they kill you, talking to his followers, and they'll say they're doing a great service. Yeah, I mean, it's
Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, that one's something, too. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit this morning, but love to get your thoughts on that.
Well, I was thinking, let's put some teeth behind this doctrine. I like this one, right? So how about he's...
Yep.
Oh, you cut out.
You blanked out for a minute there.
You there?
Did we lose him?
I'll just...
Oh. We
can you hear me?
We missed that whole thing. So start over from Catholic colleges.
Oh, anytime you just have the Swiss Guard go to these Catholic colleges, and anytime a professor says something a little untoward, they just get a little poke with the halberd thing.
I love it.
A little, not too rough, just a little poke.
You got the whole thing figured out. You're 3 steps ahead of us.
I know. I wondered how you were bringing the Swiss Guard into this. That's okay. Got it.
That's a lot of pokes.
It can be.
Georgetown would be a bloodbath. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So, what did you think about what he said about Catholic colleges? Do you think that's how do we go about correcting that?
I mean, if you look at the mass convert, you know, the people who are coming into the faith, it is the, you know, I know
I think you need to stand on your left foot and shift to the left or something. Because your phone drops out here and there.
Losing you,
oh, really?
This is what happens when you go after AI, brother. I'm just telling you. I mean, now it's all mess. I don't know if we're going to have some of that all over us when we're done.
I didn't know there was going to be movement involved. My rate goes up when I'm forced to move.
Welcome to Morning Aerobics with Matthew Archbold. Oh, man. It's a great read all the time, and we look forward to every fresh edition of CreativeMinorityReport.com, which happens minute by minute, so it's pretty cool. Thank you, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew.